Hello people, and welcome back to a LuKey D Saturday. What are we doing today, you ask? I'm going to do something very different. A video that I was wanting to do quite a while ago, but I've only just come around to doing it. I'm going to do an honest review of my album, and I'm going to tell you some hidden meanings with my album. If you want to see me break down certain songs in the album, like break down the lyrics and the hidden meanings, put a thumbs up on the video, comment down below, I will get that done for you. 9 times out of 10, I will get the video ideas you suggest done. This video isn't going to be a lyric breakdown. I just want to tell you run you through each song, run you by how they were made, just give you my honest opinion on each song and what I thought were my best songs on the album. Let's start off with the song of the album, 2.0. With 2.0, the song's message was not as big as some of the other songs, but it had to come across as a starter for the album. It had to be a song that hyped people up for the album. A banger. It had to be a banger. In my mind, if that song weren't a banger, I would have fouled with the album. Now, with 2.0, the message behind it is I've learned from my old self while also learning to live with who I was, if that makes sense. Like in the chorus, it was mix the old me with the new me on the new and improved 2.0. So I'm a new version of myself, like I'm more mature, but at the same time I'm mixing some of the old me with it, because the old me had a lot of creativity in his videos, like a lot of creativity in his music. No matter how rubbish I was still very creative. Did I say that really weirdly? I think I did. I just wanted people to recognize that I've worked on music and I've worked on my craft, because I was never ever going to settle for the songs I've done. I was never going to settle for that. The hype I've had before for songs, I've been quite high and then I've disappointed. And that's why I tried to hype this album up as much as possible, because this was a project that I actually put my 100% into. And this ain't even the best version of me yet. There's still a lot for me to learn. There's still a lot for me to build on. There's still a lot of different styles for me to try out, because I think I have found my style now, but I want to try out every different thing. Like with Oceanside, like it was a whole new style for me. It was a summer vibe, it was like a dancehall type beat, and I don't usually do that stuff. Ice Cold, that was a different type of beat as well. I just want to try out different things, and I think 2.0, the message to that was setting that stone for me to step on. Actually, the funny thing is with 2.0 is that beat wasn't the original beat I was going to use. I was going to use a different beat, and I changed that beat literally the day before I recorded that song. I'm so glad I did, because if I didn't change that beat, the remix wouldn't have happened either. If I'm going to rate 2.0 out of 10, like the actual song, for me, I thought it was one of the best ones on the album, so I'm gonna give it an 8. I personally say that 2.0 was an 8 out of 10. It feels weird ranking my own songs, and I don't want you to look at it as like I'm being biased because it's me. I'm just telling you how I feel about the songs, but I thought 2.0 was an 8 out of 10. Now, track number 2, Journey. Now, Journey was a song that went really under the radar compared to the rest of the album. The message to Journey was about me rising through the hate I used to get and rising through all the drama I used to cause. And that kind of links with the 2.0 in a way, because I'm talking about the old me in 2.0, and in this song I'm kind of talking about the struggles I went through in YouTube in like 2018, 2017. There was a big phase in YouTube where I felt like the world was against me, and there were times where that was stupid, but times where I felt like I was right. There was a time where I couldn't say one word without getting criticized or getting hated. Like my dislike ratio was mad. Like people didn't want me to upload. People told me, someone came up to me, to my face, and said that they wanted me to quit YouTube and stop making music. People would come up to me in public and make fun of me. To my face. It bothered me, yes, but at the same time, negative feedback is still feedback. I've still done my job. I've still done my job to get a reaction out of people, whether that be positive or be negative. And I think the message to Journey was, no matter how much struggles I go through, how much people hate me or how much people want me to quit, I will constantly fight and I will constantly continue to work my craft because it's something I really love doing. And I guess that's the title of the song is itself, Journey. It's about my journey from this kid that made rubbish music and this kid that people would hate on and would want to leave. Like, people have told me to kill myself on multiple occasions. More to a man who's matured and learned from some of his mistakes. I can't say I've learned from all my mistakes. I can't. I acknowledge them. I've acknowledged all my mistakes, and I'm currently going through a phase where I'm learning from every single one that I have done. If I could rate Journey out of 10, for me, I really like Journey. I'm gonna give it a 7. I really liked Journey as a song. I thought the message to it was strong. It went under the radar because there was a lot of bigger songs on the album, and I'll get into some of them. Next up, we got Answers featuring She. Now, how did I manage to get this feature with She? Like, that's on a lot of people's minds. There's this great place on Reddit, there's a community on Reddit where there's a lot of people who do collabs and stuff like that, and I've met a few people through there, I can't lie, but I've also met a few people from SoundCloud. She, I found on Instagram, her voice was just mad. I was like, this song would be perfect with her on it. She does hooks and stuff, so I was like, look, I have this song, it's a personal message, do you want to jump on a hook? And she was down and she did it. I'm so glad she did. And we were only meant to do that song, and then Darkness, the song I'll talk about later, came along with it because of how good the first song came out. Answers has done bits, stream-wise, view-wise. It's done bits all over the park. It's currently at 5,800 streams on Spotify. If it ever hits 10,000, that would be incredible. The thing with Answers, the message behind it was the biggest message on the whole album, and I think that's why it got the most attention. And Answers was really defining the album, as the album was more made for me. Like, the album was more made to help me overcome my issues that I have, because emotionally I'm not in the best place. I don't know if you follow me on social media, but right now I've been posting stuff saying that I might not be posting consistently anymore due to mental health. Like, mentally my head's not in it. At the same time, I want to produce content for you guys. As much as I go through stuff, I want to keep a positive smile on your faces, because I struggle to keep a positive mindset and a smile of mine. I want to give that to yous instead. I want yous to have the positive mindset and yous to have the smile, because yous all matter to me. And the thing with Answers was talking about just how I feel with my family, with my friends. I just wanted to share the message and wanted to speak up, because I struggle to talk to people as it is in personal life. I'm socially awkward and I can't even talk to my family about things. So I use music as a way to go into topics that I don't feel comfortable talking about. I guess that's why that song got so much of a good reception, because people related to it and people felt the realness in that song, because that was just 100% me from the heart. What would I rate Answer out of 10? I think it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna rate it a 10, just because I don't think there was anything wrong with that song whatsoever. She banned her hook, I did my bit, I got my message out, and the streams speak for itself. Like, it's incredible. So make sure you keep streaming it. Let's get to 10,000 and it'll be great. Next up, number 4, we got Tiptoe featuring Adam Gorgon. Now, Adam Gorgon, can I just say, is an absolute G. Me and Adam, we got a few songs in the works. I'm going to be making much more music with Adam Gorgon. We've made 2 songs already. Tiptoe was a very, very catchy song, and I knew that from the moment I recorded it. The beat was funky, the hook was hard, and we both did our thing. We both did our thing on the song. I think people were already curious when I released the track list because of the name of it. It's like Tiptoe. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let me click on that. The thing with Tiptoe, there ain't a message to it. Tiptoe, I wanted a song on the album that was a bop. I wanted a song that was catchy, and I wanted a song that people could remember, and just a vibey song, and that song did the job. If I could rate Tiptoe out of 10, I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's better than 2.0. Tiptoe's my most liked song on Spotify. I just feel like Answers is on another level to all the other ones, so Answers has to be at least 1 rating above. Number 5, we got Lightwork. Now, Lightwork is one of the most underrated songs on the album, personally. Punchline type of vibe. It was a grime song, so instantly I lost quite a few interests in the song because not many people are fans of grime. I just wanted to have a grime song on the track. Again, it's the same as it. I wanted another hype track, but this time I wanted just straight up punchlines. I wanted straight up wordplay to kind of show people that I can do that kind of stuff. The thing is with Lightwork is that performed would be so sick. I was very disappointed with how it came out on the beat and how it came out recorded, but like I tried to work with it and tried to get the best possible outcome I could. Who knows, maybe I'm doing a Lightwork music video. Lightwork for me is a good track. If I can rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it a 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. I think Lightwork is a song that did its job, even though it was like one of the most like underrated songs on the album. Number 6, we got Indecisive featuring Moxie. We were very indecisive over the name. This song with Moxie was a very, very different type of vibe that I've ever done before. It was just set up for Moxie to kill the beat. Moxie, if you don't know, is my brother Joe. We are working on a few tunes. We might be doing a joint album, who knows. Yeah, he's super talented. I've got him on a lot of songs now. The thing with Indecisive is the message behind the song is, I guess, just trying to chase dreams and trying to, you know, get out of a rut when you're down in one. Because like, it's like, I don't want to drown, I don't want to sink, feeling broken down, but I just got to think, where do we go when we fall asleep? I don't want to know, but I want to see. The whole chorus is indecisive. That's why it's called Indecisive, because the whole time we're like, I don't want to drown, but I want to see. Like, it's like, you don't want to, but you want to. But no, Indecisive had that message to it. It was kind of where you're feeling down and you can't think straight. You just gotta go ham, you just gotta try and fight, you gotta survive. It's kind of like Journey, but with a more hard vibe to it, with more seriousness to the song. If I could rate Indecisive out of 10, I give it an 8. I give it an 8. I think it's a good song. The hook could have come out better, and me and Joe agree on that. We think the hook could have come out a lot better, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You have issues. Now, the last song on the album is Darkness featuring She. Not many people gave this song a chance, and for me, Darkness was a very, very personal message. The meaning of Darkness, it was a message. The whole song was about my family. It was a whole song about my family and how I felt about family issues and how I felt about problems in the household, which is still ongoing to this day. It just had that vibe to it. I guess it was more faster than Answers, which kind of put people off. I think people like the slow vibe to Answers, but still, if you listen to the lyrics of Darkness, you can tell how meaningful it meant to me. Like, the whole song meant a lot to me. I originally preferred Darkness than Answers. If I had to rate Darkness out of 10, I'd give that an 8 as well, because I personally like Darkness. I think it's a really, really personal song, and the message was put across well. We've rated all the songs in the album. What would I rate the album as a whole? I'd rate it an 8, just because I think it's a big step up from previous tapes, previous albums, and I put my heart into it and I put a lot into that album, and I just feel like the reception and the amount of views and streams it's got is unreal. But all I can say is I thank you all for that and for the love on the 2.0 album, and I won't stop grinding. I will keep putting out music and I'll keep getting better and better. So I'm sorry if this video was a bit boring or a bit jarring or a bit long, but I just wanted to do one of these videos of me just talking to you guys as a person, because I like sitting down talking to you guys and just seeing how you're doing and talking from the heart. I don't feel like I do enough of that. I like to talk from the heart. It's been your boy LuKey. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, click the notification bell so you do not miss a single video. See you next week. Peace.